Yeah, and I think that's why, like, Ben Askren and those guys, like, I still look, and I called this a while ago with Tyron Woodley. I think he's going to lose to Jake Paul as well, simply because it's boxing, and you've got to be focused on boxing. That kid has been focused on it for, the better part of 3 years now, and that's all he's been working on.
There's a big difference there. Ben Askren wasn't the boxer, and Ben Askren was a wrestler and just a wrestler his entire career. Tyron Woodley working his ass off, and he is completely focused for this fight. It's completely different. Like, you put Ben Askren, who was never a good striker ever in his entire career, in there against someone who's been focused on boxing, of course you're going to see that result. Whereas Tyron Woodley was a UFC champion who was a good striker, and now he's just honing in, and he's completely focused for this fight. So I completely disagree with you there, but you can have your own opinion on that one.
Well, who's going to win? Who do you think's going to win?
Tyron Woodley's going to win. If you go watch the videos of Jake Paul hitting pads in comparison to Tyron, it's a big difference, night and day.
Dan, who do you got?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I don't know who will win that fight.
I'm all in on Jake Paul.
I mean, I think the difference between MMA and boxing, when you're talking about honing in on one specific skill, it's almost like how the Romans would train soldiers from other countries once they brought them into like if you bought their land or if you took over their land or whatever, they went from being freestyle fighters to operating within the Roman phalanx, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like people would learn how to fight that way, and then the gladiatorial arts as well, they're katas, right? There's like a 4 or 6 or 10 part movement that you do, and the reason you do it is because that's the most likely striking point for anything. So you're not necessarily making up your mind on every single jab or every single thing. Like, you do that to measure the waters, but then you throw your fucking 5-punch kata or whatever it is, right? And knowing when to do that, knowing what the counter looks like before it happens, and recognizing the counter's coming before it comes, and then being able to react to that and step to the side and then hit the jar, whatever it is, right, is a whole different ball game in boxing.
Yeah.
Than it is in MMA, because you can't get taken down and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a guy that's been training specifically boxing like that, like Paul has for the last 5 years, probably does have an advantage in that way against Tyron Woodley, no matter how hard he's working right now. But Woodley's a professional fighter. Right?
Oh, Paige is laughing,
That's
dude.
She's
laughing.
There's a big difference between Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I 100% agree. You're laughing, Paige. Why are you laughing here? I'll tell you what. What's your favorite charity?
My favorite charity?
Yeah. Do you have a charity?
Yeah, I would say the USO. I went on a USO tour, so
great.
I like to contribute to the USO.
Dan was in the military for many years.
Awesome.
I tell you what. Here's how confident I am. I'll throw $1,000. I'll bet you $1,000 to whatever charity you want. I'm all in on Jake Paul.
I'll bet you $10,000 on Tyron Woodley.
10 grand?
10,000 to the USO.
Perfect. Let's do it.
All right.
We'll do 10K to the USO. Okay. That's crazy. Do you know something that I don't know? Are you watching training? Is he down there?
Tyron's my teammate, so yeah, I do have a little bit of insider information on this one.
No shit. God.
We have the same striking coach. I'm with him in the gym every day. He is working his ass off. He's got his whole family here in Florida. His mom came. It's like they're all in. Tyron's all in. This isn't the same as the Ben Askren fight, right? He's all in on this one.
Oh shit, dude. Did I just fucking lose 10K on this show to Paige?
I mean, we'll see. It's boxing. Anything will happen, but I'm going to tell you, Tyron's taking this fight very seriously.